Hi everyone, this is Happy Bird from happybirdsglitternest.blogspot.com, and I'm here today to show you how to make this really cute and simple super duper tag for Valentine's Day. And this little tag will hold 2 Hershey bars of your choice, and there's also room to slip in a couple of little coffee sticks if you wanted to in the middle. But I'm just using this for the candy bars today. Pinch that shut here. So this was made out of all Dollar Tree products with the exception of the paper that I put on the tag and the little bow up here. So I think that's pretty good considering they're all from the Dollar Tree. Even the candy bars are. Now, you can also easily place a gift card in one of the candy bar bags, and I do have the super duper tag pattern for you to print out. I also have another pattern called the super sized tag pattern, and that will hold 1 Hershey bar, but the one that we're using today is the super duper tag pattern, and you'll find those links down below in the show more drop down bar and also on my blog. These tags are so much fun because you can tie them anywhere to surprise the person. You can hang them on a doorknob, on a dresser handle, on the back rung of a chair, let's see, a car steering wheel. It's all up to you. And I also like this because this is very simple and it gives you something to build from. If you put this together, then you can also add little embellishments like maybe little paper clips with little hearts hot glued to them, and you can clip them here and maybe stuff this in here and that and there. So you know, you can this will give you something simple to build from, and the rest you can do on your own. So the pattern, like I said, that we'll be using today is the super duper tag pattern. And oh, I wanted to briefly share something with you. I started a new closed group page on Facebook, which is also called Happy Birds Glitter Nest, and I'll be sure to give you the link below. We have a wonderful group of ladies and gents, and I think you'll love it. And I also wanted to share 2 of my friends' Facebook pages because I think you'll love their crafty groups equally as well. My friend Elaine's Facebook page is called the Craftie Syndicate, and my friend Michelle's page is called Crafty Minds. And Michelle also has a wonderful YouTube channel, and I would really love for you to visit and join all of our groups because I think that you'll really love it. And everyone is so friendly and helpful, and I love seeing the pics of everyone's crafts. So I'll be sure to post all the links down below in the show more drop down bar as well as on my blog. So with that said, we'll get started, and I'll show you how to put this together. Oh, something I need to briefly mention. When I show you how to make this, I did add a 3rd little sticker to the bottom, this little cupcake sticker that you won't see in the making of this tag, but you'll see it towards the end, and I'll post a picture of it. So I did put a 3rd little sticker here. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to print out my tag pattern that I gave you, and this is good enough to hold 2 candy bars. The other one that is super sized but not the super duper size, it will hold 1 candy bar, but I'll put both links down for you down below in the show more drop down bar as well as on my blog. And all you're going to do is make yourself a permanent cardboard pattern out of the tag that you print. And what I did was I just stapled the print onto some cardboard on the inside of the line, and then I just cut around it, and I have a nice sturdy pattern to trace all my other tags with. So with that said, you're going to need to decide whether you want to dress this tag up or dress this tag down, whether you want it to be cutesy or feminine or a little more towards what the guys might like if they don't appreciate the frilly stuff. So you can use Valentine wrapping paper, you can use calendar pages, you can use anything you want, really. The only thing I would recommend is when placing the background on, you want it to be a little plainer. This is what I found. Because if you have scrapbooking paper with a certain print on it, you're going to have to build around that print. So it's going to limit you. If you have a plain color, you can pretty much do whatever you want. So I'll give you an example. I made this tag and I used one of the calendar pages from the Dollar Tree for 2018. It's a beautiful rose, but it limits me as to the rest of the tag. So I'm not using this particular one. Now here's scrapbooking paper on the back, and once again this is a really pretty print, but you're going to have to build around this print and the colors in the print. So with that said, I'm going to use a plain print, just this scrapbooking paper that's red that has a texture on it, like, I don't know if you can see it, it's like little dots. So that's what I'll be covering mine with. And I really like to use the Elmer's Craft Bond Extra Strength Glue Stick. You can pick this up for $1.97 or something like that. I bought this at Walmart. And I'm just going to use this pattern right here. Since I already have another tag pattern, I just wanted to show this to you. And it's double-sided. Okay. Alright, so I'm just going to be generous putting this on. I like this extra strength Craft Bond glue stick a lot better than I do the regular school glue stick, because it does hold better and it gives you a little more time to place your whatever you're making onto the paper. The Elmer's school glue in the disappearing purple, it really limited you. You didn't have hardly any time at all to stick something down. And with this, it gives you a little more time to do that. Now I'm just going to set this right here on the paper, press it down. I like to use the thicker cardboard. I cut up a lot of the boxes that my daughter-in-law buys at Costco. You know, they come in the big, heavier boxes. You can also use the boxes from the juice drinks like Capri Sun. They're a little heavier. I mean, you can use the thinner boxes as well, like the cereal boxes, but the only thing is you have to use tacky glue to glue 2 or 3 pieces together, and then you have to lay something on top so it'll be nice and flat. And, you know, so it's a little more work involved. Okay, so normally I would probably just lay this flat here and put something heavy on it, but I'm just going to cut this out right here. And I'm going to rough cut it a little bit around the edge because it bothers me to have all this extra paper hanging off the edges here. I don't feel like I can manipulate it as well. So cut this off like so. I'm just laying the edges of my blades, edge of my blade, I mean, against the cardboard, and then I'm cutting. And that's why I made these tags with nice, clean, straight cuts rather than the scalloped edges. I figured they would be easier to cut out. And I bought all this scrapbooking paper when it was on sale at Joann's during Christmas time. They had a great sale. I mean, for the 12 by 12 sheets, I think they were, I came in one day and it was really incredible. I think it was something like 6 or 8 sheets for $1, something like that. I'd never seen it that cheap anywhere before. So, didn't last long. The sale didn't. So when I was at the Dollar Tree, I bought a package of 12 of the larger glitter foam hearts in the pink and the red. And as you can see, I've already used some. So I'm going to take out one of the red and one of the pink. And with the pink one, I'm going to use my scalloped edge heart punch. Now, if you don't have a scalloped edge heart punch, you can still take the glitter foam and fold it in half and just draw a smaller heart shape on the edge and cut it out. And you'll have a smaller heart. It won't have the scalloped edges, but it would still look really cute. So, just going to turn this over and slip this heart in here where I can kind of see. And then I'm going to punch it. I picked up this punch a very long time ago with a 50% off coupon at Michael's. So I think I only ended up paying, oh gosh, maybe $8 or so. Okay. So you're going to place this on top, like this heart. You can use this craft bond on the back and glue this on. It works just fine. You just have to use quite a bit of it. Or you can take a very small amount of hot glue. Not heart glue, hot glue. And you don't want to put too much, because if you put too much, it's going to look all lumpy and bumpy underneath. And you don't want that. So I have a hot glue that squirts out very fine lines here, like that. So I'm going to use this and place it in the center, like so, and then press it down. And if you have to go under and put some more tiny lines, you can do that. No lumpy bumpy hearts though. There we go. That'll do it. And like I said, you can use this as well. Alright. So last year at the Dollar Tree, I had these really cute little stickers that I picked up. I actually picked up quite a few. Let me see if I can find them all here. And they have some cute ones now, too. They have ones with dinosaurs on it and cute little robots with hearts. Little boys would love that. And I picked this up too this year. I thought that was really cute with the little puppies and kitties. And this was last year's. Picked this up, and you can see I used some of this already, but little sayings on that one. And then I used quite a few of these already. They had some really, really cute prints. These, and then these little hearts here. So there's a lot you can do with it. So I think for my little hearts, I'm going to choose what I want as a little saying across here. And if you can't find any of these, you can always use the little kids' Valentine's Day cards. Cut out the little sayings, and maybe around the edges put some silver or gold metallic paint around the edges like this, with your paint pen or with your leafing marker. And you can, cut around the little saying on the card and glue that on, and maybe add a little bit of the iridescent glitter around the saying. So there's all kinds of things that you can do. So this one says hugs and kisses. I think this is cute. And I'm just going to put the tiniest amount, especially with these plastic stickers. You have to be careful because the hot glue sometimes will make it bubble, and you don't want that. So I'm just using a small amount. And once again, you can also use this craft bond glue. Alright, so I thought that turned out really cute. And so now I'm going to have to place some little birds or something on there. I like these two little birds. These are little lovebirds. And I'll put a little heart in the middle too if you wanted. Putting just a dab of glue to help it stick. I want it right about here, I think. And I better place the heart in the middle of those little birds, because if I don't do that now, then I may not have room if I try to put the other little bird on first. Go. There. Isn't that cute? Alright, and let's see, I think that'll be good on that for now. Let me look to see if I want anything else on that. I think that'll be good enough. I'm afraid if I do any more, it might be a little too much. So I'm just going to set that aside. And then we'll go on to the next. I picked up this really cute ribbon from the Dollar Tree, and it's really nice ribbon. They had a lot of really pretty prints, and I was surprised at the quality. It is nice ribbon. So I cut 12.5 inches of this design here with a little gold arrows and red hearts. And I'll show you that right here. And I'm going to fold this in half so I can see where the middle is. Press it like this when I fold it in half. And see, you can see the crease. So it kind of gives me an idea of where the middle is, and I can line this up by this dip here in the heart, and kind of have a rough idea of where I am. So I'm going to place some hot glue across here, and then I'm going to do this. I'm going to set this right there, like so. Turn it over and just kind of blow on it. And if I need to add a little more glue right here, I can. I'm not putting blobs and blobs of glue, just a little bit. Okay. And so now we have this part like so. And then I'll show you what we're going to do next. Okay, I picked up this 2.5 inch wide ribbon from the Dollar Tree, and I picked up the sheer kind with the sparkles in it, just like that. And I did that on purpose. I made it plain, so if I wanted to add some design to it, I could. Alright. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to layer this on top of this, just like so. I think it would be really cute. So I'm just going to turn this over. Oh, and I cut 12.5 inches of this too. Okay, so I'm just going to put a very thin stripe of hot glue, like that. Turn it over and place it like so. Like that. Now, if you would like to tape down the ends of the red ribbon like that to make it a little easier for you, you can. And then you can put this on, but just be careful because you don't want this to seep through and stick to your mat. Okay, so you just want to use a little hot glue. Once again, you don't want to see a lot of lumps and bumps underneath the ribbon. Okay, so this is what we have. It looks like a layered band. Alright, so on to the next step. Okay, so the next thing I did is I placed this on the tag and I bent it around like this, around the edges. And you're going to set your card about like that. You want to make sure this is in the middle as much as possible. So kind of decide where you want to place it. I think maybe about like here. And then pinching on the edges a little bit. But you want to make sure that it's not loose, but that you have a little gap in here, because you're going to need to slide your candy bars in there. Okay? You don't want it too loose, you don't want it too tight. Just right. There. I think that would be good enough right there, because the candy bars we're using are very thin. You wouldn't want to put thick candy bars in here. It would not look right. So I used the Hershey bars with the yummy stuff inside the chocolate. I don't like the plain ones. Because the plain ones, I just don't like just plain chocolate. I have to have something in my candy bar, like nuts or something like that. I gotta put that on there too. Again. I think it dried before I actually... Yeah. Okay. So now I'm just going to take one side at a time. In fact, just going to run this right along that white ribbon in the back. And just stick it down. You only do this on the back. You're not going to do this in the front. You won't have room for your candy bar. There you go. So that's just the back part. Alright. So now, underneath here, being very careful, using your glue gun nozzle, you're going to run a line right here, but not through the sheer ribbon. Now if you'd rather not use sheer ribbon and you'd rather use the solid ribbon, then that's okay, you can do that. Alright, there we go, and that's all you would need there. Just be very careful. So you kind of seeped in the edge here, you gotta be very careful. You won't be able to notice it though, I don't think, by the time we put the candy bars in. Okay. Alright, so now on to the next step. Okay, so I picked up these treat bags with twist ties, 25 of them from the Dollar Tree. And as you can tell, they're pretty good sized bags. So, what I'm going to do with these two Hershey bars, the cookies and cream one and the peanuts and pretzels. By the way, this is pretty good. It says caramelized cream, but I felt like it tasted more like a cross between caramel and peanut butter. But it is good. I'm going to take some tape, some little pieces, and just tape these ends back like that. So we'll have a nice rectangle shape. And then do the same thing with the Hershey's Gold. I didn't see the Hershey's with almonds this time. Okay, so now we have what looks like this, nice and neat. I'm going to take one of the candy bars, and I'm going to slide this in the bag, and I want it to be right in the middle of the bag, like that, at the very end and in the middle. And kind of hold it like that, turn it over on the back. And with some tape, just going to fold this over like this. Tape down. Do the same thing on this side, fold it over. have this at the top. And I'm going to put a little twist tie on this, just to hold it temporarily. Bend that back so you can't see the twist tie real well. And then I take my scissors and cut off this at the top. So we'll just have this, and then I will put a little ribbon around there to cover that up. So like maybe a little pink ribbon or something like that. And here's one side, okay, of the tag that we're going to set that in. So I'll just hold it there temporarily while I do the other one. Okay. Do the same thing. I'm going to slide this in to the middle. Like that. And then turn it over. Fold this over on this side, and then the other side, like this. And then one of the little twist ties. I have to tell you, these bags are really cute, but the twist ties are really chintzy. I could barely tear these off without, and these wouldn't come apart right here at all, so but the bags are really cute. Okay, and then I'm going to cut this right here. I try to make a straight cut so it won't be all jaggedy. And then I'll slip this on this side. And as you can see, this is turning out really cute. If you wanted to, you could have enough room, I think, to spread this open and put in like one of those instant coffee sticks. You know, that's just an idea for someone that loves coffee and chocolate. And so now we're going to place the little bows on here, okay? So we'll do that next. Okay, so I cut this 1/8 inch wide ribbon. That's the cheap stuff that you can pick up. And I'm just going to I just folded this in half. I'm going to push it through the little hole. Like so. If I can get it through here. And then just open this up. Slide this ribbon through. And pull. And then once I do that, I just tie it like that. That's going to be covered up anyway in a moment. Yeah, just like that. Then you have this long string, and if you want to, you can tie this like to the back of the rung of maybe a chair, somebody's chair at the top. Surprise them when they come back. I was thinking like maybe co-workers or something like that. Maybe I should explain myself there. And you know, you can just make a little loop up here and just tie it and let it hang anywhere just to surprise somebody. You know, so I don't know. I think it turned out pretty good. I'm going to put a little gold bow here, and I do have a tutorial on how to make these easy peasy bows. I'm just going to put a little hot glue here, and I'll put a little thumbnail at the very end of this video, and if you click on the thumbnail, it'll lead you to the tutorial on how to make these little bows. So maybe I got to put it up a little more. Yeah. There we go. Oops, I'm sorry, I was out of frame. That. It has to dry. And I might put a piece of bling in the middle to kind of cover this part. Right up here. Yeah, I think I'll do that. And then, of course, I'll put the little red bows here. So let me see. I have my bling over here. Okay. And get one little piece. Okay, I gotta open this package. Alright, have this little piece of bling. Put some hot glue on the back. And place that right in the middle, nice and big. Like that. Okay. So the last part is just tying a cheap 1/8 inch red ribbon around the tops here, and then cutting these off. And I'm not doing anything fancy, I'm just tying a simple little overhand bow here. Nothing fancy. And then I'll just do the same thing on this one. So you can do quite a bit for Valentine's Day with very little. Just use your imagination. Cut this, maybe cut this a little more. Okay. Alrighty. Now pinch this here, pinch this here, and it kind of holds them in like this too, you know, if you do that on the sides. So I think it turned out pretty cute, you know. I mean, out of cardboard and some Dollar Tree stuff, including the candy bars. Not bad. I'll take a picture of this and post this on my blog. And thank you so much for watching, and God bless each and every one of you. You take care now. Bye-bye.